What's it like talking to an animal here on earth versus one that's in spirit? Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a professional animal communicator, and I wanted to answer all your burning questions about what is animal communication, what do I do, where can I get a session, all the things. So today we want to know what's the difference between talking to an animal here on earth versus in spirit. There's not a lot of differences, honestly. If I were to have one animal in a session that was still living versus one that's been passed on, I can't physically tell or know the difference unless I'm told that that animal is in spirit. And we have certain questions that we want to ask to, animals here on earth versus those who are in spirit. But the very big stark difference is animals here on earth can get very distracted during a session. For instance, I was talking to a little dog and I noticed that the dog was pulling on a leash and got really excited, and it seemed like the animal was about to leave the house. So I always note the time in my sessions, and I asked the mom and dad, hey, what happened during 150 on a Wednesday? I saw this image, and they had said, oh, we were about to leave the house to go to a medical appointment, and she always comes with us. And I go, oh, great, good to know. And dogs just, they can be eating, playing, doing all of these things while I'm trying to have a communication session. And so between that and the ones in spirit, they have all the time in the world. They're relaxed. They give really thoughtful, extended answers. I don't feel like there's any rush to talk to any animals in spirit. And I look forward to that because I feel like I get a stronger connection to those animals for that reason. Their soul is there just waiting for somebody to talk to them sometimes. And when that comes through, I get longer stories and lovelier message, advice for their pet parents, etc. If you put two together and didn't tell me that they were here or in spirit, I probably wouldn't know. However, knowing is always better since I ask them very specific questions on their transition and what their body feels like now that it's been released from the physical body. So there's a whole different set of questions I ask those in spirit than I would those on earth. So each session just brings a whole different set of stories and wonderful conversations to be had. So that's basically the difference.